should we make today, eh, Gunny? Should we make something sweet today? What do you think? Should we go into the kitchen? Should we go make a nice sweet treat for us today? Okay, come on, let's go to the kitchen, eh? So the first thing we do is put 2 teaspoons of melted butter in each dish and then 2 teaspoons of brown sugar. This will give it a nice caramelized bottom for your stuff, so when you tip it out you'll have the fruit sitting on the top. I've already sliced my feijoas. These are our feijoas off our own tree. Good way to use up excess fruit that you have at this time of the year. So I'm going to put 1 slice in each. I've used figs another occasion. You can use apples, you can use peaches, you can use whatever fruit you like. Right, next thing, butter. I've got 125 grams of butter in this here. And 1 cup of caster sugar. So I'm going to put that all in there. Now you just want to cream it. Now I'm doing the old-fashioned way because that's the way I like to do it. Well, I was going to do it the old-fashioned way with the wooden spoon, but I've decided to use a hand beater. It's probably easier for people to do it this way. So what I'm doing now is mixing your butter and sugar together. Next thing is I've partly started to zest 1 lemon, so we're going to put 1 zest of lemon and 1 juice into it. The important thing about zesting your lemon is to not get the white bit, because the white bit's actually quite bitter, so that's your pip. So just go around, do all that. So there you go, done that. And these 2 are also our lemons off our tree, so we try and use as much of our products that we've got at the moment. And the lemon tree is almost ready to harvest shortly, so we're going to add the juice in of 1 lemon. Normally about a medium-sized lemon will do. That one's slightly better. Okay, now we're just going to mix that in. I'm using a wooden spoon for this. Next thing, 2 eggs. These are 2 size 6 eggs. I tend to use 7s, but I've only got 6 today, so 6 is alright. Crack that in. I keep my eggshells for my garden for later on. We'll mix the first one in first, so you mix your 1 egg in, like so. Add your second one in. Try not to get any shells in there, otherwise you'll have to take it out. Mix that in. There you go. I've measured out 1 cup of self-raising flour. This is how easy this particular cake is, and it's a really nice spongy cake at the end with that there, which also has, when you flip it out, has a nice caramelisation on the top. Best to sift your flour in it because you never know what bits and pieces you might have in it. So that's 1 cup. You can all change this if you want to into a gluten-free product. So you can use your gluten-free flour and gluten-free baking powder. I would sometimes like to do half gluten-free flour and half ground almonds, which is gluten-free. But if you have an allergy to nuts, then you wouldn't use the almonds, you would just use the flour. So put that in. I'll use it, actually it's better to fold with a metal spoon. So I've added my flour in like that. Some people will alternate flour with the yogurt or sour cream, but I just put the flour in. And then I'll just put a little bit of yogurt in, maybe half of that amount. Just slowly fold, like so. And put a little bit more in. And I'm going to add the last bit in. And that's it. Pure, simple and easy. Okay. And like I said, you can use sour cream. You don't need to mix the sour cream so much. It doesn't matter if you got little lumps or bumps in with the sour cream. You just don't want to over mix it. So that's all you need to do. So your flour's all mixed in. Okay, now I'm just going to fill it. I'll do it using a smaller spoon might be easier. I mean, some people get really naffy and use 2 spoons and spoon them, but what's the point? So just take probably whatever amount to start off with and just place it in like that. Set it probably that way. And just plonk that on top. I sell these on Friday. I do a bun run. These sell out. People really like them. If they go cold, you can actually put them in the microwave for a few seconds. And they really are really nice. You can actually have this with a bit of yogurt or a bit of cream. If I was going to do cream with this, I would put sugar in it because it's got quite a bit of sugar in it already. So it's nice to have something that's a little bit sour. Yogurt's really good with it. It's got a nice sour, unsweetened yogurt. Not sweetened yogurt, but unsweetened. And then you just go along and fill up the rest where needed. So there we go. I mean, you'll work it out. If you want to turn this into a cake, I would double all the quantities. And you don't need to do the fruit on the bottom, but you can if you like. And that becomes like an upside down sort of cake. Otherwise you can just keep it like that. You can add some poppy seeds to this if you want. You know, experiment. Just scrape the bowl out. Oh, left it behind. What is that? Okay. I tap. Because you can see how it's leveled out a little bit more. Saves you doing all this sort of stuff, which I'm assuming. There you go. Now put it in the oven, like I said, about 160 degrees. If it starts to brown a little bit too much on the top, just turn your temperature down a little bit. And this will be about 15 minutes, so I'm going to put this in the oven now. Right, so here they are. They've just come in the oven. These took about 20 minutes to cook. So what I'm going to do now, I'll just demonstrate. Make sure they cook. Put your skewer in the middle, and if it comes out clean, it's ready. So next step, because the caramelisation with the sugar and butter, I have to take a knife and go around each one to relieve them from the sides. I leave this for about 5 or 10 minutes just to cool down a little bit. The reason why I do that is that when I flip it out, everything should all come out and the fruit should stay on the top. Now, if the fruit stays in the tin, no great drama, just take the fruit out and put it back on the top. So like I said, leave these for about 5 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes max. Then I want them to actually go cold, so they're still warm. I'm just going around a second time. Such. Okay, we'll leave that for 10 minutes and we'll be back. Okay, here we go. Pretty is a pretty little cake. What? Some people eat these straight away. But now we're going to let these cool down, and then we're going to try these later on with chocolate and yogurt. So what we'll do, we'll put this on Facebook and we'll put a recipe up there for you as well, and have a go at home. And if you like, you know, give it a go and take some pictures and put it on our Facebook. If you're going to use some other different fruits or other different ideas, it would be great. So this is about sharing ideas and recipes.